Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast between Czech and Sky here on Echo Isle. This is D Cup. I think this is one of the earlier matches, and not the finals, though this is Czech spawning over here as the blue Night Elf player and over what I'll call the west side. Meanwhile, we have Sky spawning over here as the red human player as what I'll call the east side. So it's east versus west, or west versus east, however you want to look at it. Sky getting the Altar of Kings, barracks, and getting a single farm down. Militia now heading out to try to do perhaps some early harassment. Ancient of War being put down by Czech along with an additional Moonwell. That militia will probably expect to see that Ancient of War right here in this position, so not quite sure who's going to take this. This is the game 3 in the best of 3 matchup. I did do the game between Czech and Sky from Terranistan. Terranistan was game 1, this is game 3. I don't know if I'll have time to do game 2, but I hope to do it later. The militia now trying to get a few free hits onto that Tree of Life before heading to that south side. Now building most likely a scout farm. Yes, a scout farm in the south. Archmage being built as well as a footman over here. So people are expecting the Mountain King versus the Dark Ranger. I'm not quite so sure about. Actually, well, maybe that was an Ancient of War, and the Altar of Elders is going to be late. So it's going to be the Mountain King versus the Dark Ranger once more, just like it was on Terranistan. So we'll see how this is going to work out. Sky has to really put up an Arcane Tower in order to be able to push back all those skeletons early. Another Moonwell now coming down again from Czech. So Czech producing a lot of Moonwells in order to just creep out this what I'll call the west mercenary camp. Excuse me, getting my directions confused. Peasant now heading back over across the map, not quite sure where he's going to run off to. Will find a little, oh no, building another additional scout farm, so more scout farms coming out. Footmen now running across the map as well, going to try to put in some harassment. Mountain King most likely going to do some creeping. Mountain King, Footman heading over into the middle to try to see what hero it is going to be. And now getting 1-2 hits on that wisp. No, just one hit on that wisp before that Tavern is going to most likely pop out a Dark Ranger. Maybe a Beastmaster, yeah, Dark Ranger. So Dark Ranger now quickly getting picked up, and now the Wisp now heading back out. Mountain King now trying to do some creeping with those militia as stated earlier. Quickly taking out that Renegade Wizard with those militia over to the back using a bolt. Picking up a Troll Shadow Priest in order to absorb some of that damage or wash some of that damage off. Militia finishes taking out that the mage, level 5 mage, and Ring of Protection +3 being picked up. Footman now trying to take down that Moonwell over here as an Ancient of War, and trying to do some more creeping over here. So, and picking up one additional Dark Minion. Ancient of War now heading off to the south side, going to be creeping with 3 archers and those Dark Minions right over here. Tree of Life still taking that Tree of Life, no Tree of Ages yet. Mountain King finishing off these green creeps over here, most likely going to call to arms once more to head to the south and figure out and then perhaps get an expansion set up. So we'll see what that's going to be like in just a second. Mountain King finishing off the Null Poachers over here. Footmen finishing up, and we have the Militia now coming down. The Militia are going to get there a little bit sooner than he would like. Ancient of War now trying to take down the Renegade Wizard. 5 skeletons up already, so the Archmage already sitting at, or the Dark Ranger already sitting at level 2, picking up a Ring of Regeneration. Fairly useful, useless item actually, and with those so many Moonwells, most likely he's going to sell that item in just a second. And back over here we have the Mountain King trying to creep out the Ogre Magi. And we'll take down the Ogre Magi. Make it to level 3. Yes, make it to level 3 off of these Troll Trappers. Picks up a Claws of Attack +6. Now moving out, most likely going to pick up a Staff of Teleportation and a Boots of Speed on the Mountain King. Level 3 on that Mountain King, so level 2 Stormbolt. And Ancient of War trying to do some additional more creeping, and wow, very nice placements of those Moonwells, using those Moonwells really well. But the Footman quickly buys a Troll Berserker and starts doing some harassment. That Troll Berserker is in a little bit of trouble. It may fall and just feed additional experience to the Dark Ranger. Dark Ranger will probably get to level 3 off of this. And Mountain King now trying to move out with a couple of additional units, and now the Peasants are now heading back to the north side, not putting up an expansion like I originally thought. So this is a little bit of a surprise, getting a bolt off on that Troll Shadow Priest. 225 bolt, easy pickings for a 240 hit point Troll Shadow Priest. I think it's 240. Yeah, 240. So Ancient of War now coming in. Ancient of War now coming in and trying to do some eat some trees, trying to absorb some more damage. Dark Ranger picking up a Claws of Attack +6 herself, and now getting now getting the Ring of Regeneration and getting level 3. Excuse me, someone's calling me, trying to look at what those text messages are saying. Now Footman moving up to the north, and we do have a low hit point Footman over here, and now I take it back, we have another attempt at a Town Hall over here to the south. So Mountain King wants to press a little bit of damage right now. Tree of Ages currently being teched. Mountain King trying to run away right there. Mountain King, just sitting in the middle of the map, not really doing anything. Footman as well over here to the south of and the Troll Shadow Priest getting some more hits on those minions over here, but the minions now tracing the Troll Shadow Priest away. Mountain King trying to take down some of those wisps, not going to get any of those wisps. Dark Ranger now coming in, doing more damage as well, so we'll see how this is all going to work out. Mountain King now trying to come back up to the north. I do not know if Defend has been researched yet. Still at Town Hall. Just at Town Hall right now, and now Mountain King now trying to come to the south, trying to take out a couple of these wisps over here. Ancient of Wonders and a Tree of Life being built to the south. Well, Czech really doing a good job, just trying to keep Sky occupied and busy right now. And now we have an expansion upcoming in from Sky, and we have those skeletal minions come in and try to take down this expansion right now, trying to at least put some pressure on the base. Not going to really work. Tree of Ages now attacked. Mountain King trying to get some, trying to kill off an additional archer. Will he be able to bolt him? Not going to bolt him for some reason. Bolts another archer instead. Down goes one archer. And now low hit point Footman gonna pop up another skeleton, so more skeletons coming in. Ancient of Wonders trying to take down that one Tree of Life right now. It has two Troll Shadow Priests, and the second one being purchased from that from the other mercenary camp over here on the west side. Troll Shadow Priest, or the Tree of Life, is cancelled. Squirrel Town Portal now being casted, and low hit point Footman trying to avoid damage and able to save that low hit point Footman from the Dark Ranger's +6 attack. Mountain King now moving back up to the north. Pandirian Brewmaster was teched by Czech, so are we going to get a bolt? No bolt, right? Oh, there's the bolt. There is a Boots of Speed on the Pandirian Brewmaster, trying to get a surround, unable to get the surround off. Mountain King trying to get a bash in, not able to get the bash in. And now we have a Footman now trying to take down that last wisp. Troll Shadow Priest healing that Footman over there. Now Detonation coming in, taking some more mana off of that Mountain King. Now Troll Shadow Priest trying to run, Pandirian Brewmaster trying to run away. We may have a transferring, Footman, like a nice breath of fire, and now Dark Ranger has the Staff of Preservation, so we'll be able to pull out that Pandirian Brewmaster. If that Pandirian Brewmaster is in trouble, nice Staff of Preservation pulling him out, and now the Dark Rangers once again going to move out. Mountain King now sitting at level 4, doing some creeping. Where is that creeping happening? Ancient of Lore being built next to a farm in order to whack that farm to death. Arcane Tower being built in the back of the base, so Sky has the economic advantage, now taking the tier 2 finally with a keep, and Mountain King now trying to push back out. Mountain King sitting at level 4, Dark Ranger sitting at level 3, Pandirian Brewmaster sitting at level 1, if I can find the Pandirian Brewmaster on this minimap. Pandirian Brewmaster sitting over here, grabs an Ogre Magi and a Mud Golem right now, so the Pandirian Brewmaster going to most likely try to take out this expansion over here to the south. Mountain King trying to do some creeping here, but the Dark Ranger is going to creep jack him, so Ogre Mauler getting a bolt off on the Dark Ranger, and now the Ogre Mauler is going to fall, picking up a replenishment potion and a Manual of Health. Low hit point Troll Shadow Priest, a nice breath of fire once more, taking out both of those Shadow Priests. So Czech coming in, their Staff of Preservation to save. I think that was the Pandirian Brewmaster once more. Now Czech trying to take down that last Ogre Mauler, may be able to get that last hit in. Not quite sure. Yes, able to get that last hit in, but unfortunately the Ogre Mauler is most likely going to get surrounded, bolted, and going to be surrounded. Able to save the Pandirian Brewmaster, but unable to save any additional units. Another skeletal minion, Dark Minion, now coming out, trying to do more damage to those units. SK checks, Rock Golem now trying to run around the map right now. And now, where is that? Where Dark Ranger now moving up to the north and trying to deal more damage. Dryads now coming in, Dryads trying to come in, trying to do some slow poison as well, focusing down that one low hit point Footman. That Footman down to 84 hit points will most likely fall to that Dark Ranger, producing another minion and getting to level 4 on the Dark Ranger. Breath of Fire on the Pandirian Brewmaster, trying to take down another minion, and that Dryad slow poison able to push those units back right now. Staff of Teleportation coming in, Mountain King bolting a Peasant, and now trying to take down the Tree of Life, preventing an expansion attempt. Low hit point Footman trying to run away, really slowed, able to bash one single Dryad. The Footman now down to 14 hit points, and another skeletal minion pops back up, so another Footman is most likely going to fall as well. So Sky really taking a lot of damage right here. That this Dark Ranger was a really good choice coming in from Czech. A very even matchup so far. Sky now going to produce some additional towers in here in order to protect this base, trying to get 3 to 4 towers in the main base, and now we'll have 3 towers at his expansion. Mountain King trying to run to the back right here. We do have a Paladin in the mix. Paladin? No Paladin yet. So Paladin, but we are taking the castle right now. I do not see any Griffin Aviaries. Most likely going to be workshops. Yes, workshops coming in. So we're going to see a lot of mortar teams most likely, and perhaps some flying machines. But I highly doubt that. Ancient of War now trying to doing some damage to that Ogre Magi. Stay tuned for part 2 and the conclusion of this replay between Czech and Sky here on Echo Isle.